How do you view fear? How do you process fear yourself, especially the life you've lived? What is fear to you, and how do you treat it? How do you manage it?
I think fear is something which is very important. Fear is something that you have to have, and therefore you develop your ability to overcome that, to surpass the fear. That's what makes you a better man. I don't trust people who say they are not afraid, they have no fear. I don't trust them, because that fear is. Fear sometimes is just a knowledge of a situation that you're into, and then you have to be aware of the dangerosity of that situation and be careful. And as soon as you're aware of the danger, that's the first step of your defense. But if you are not aware of it, that's the first step of your defeat, because you're exposed. You think there's not a danger. But fear come and acknowledge you that there's something. You have to be careful. And therefore, all your senses are ready for whatever is coming to you. So I think fear is something that is very important. And if you realize, if you look at it, everything that you have done in your life, which is very important, you always have that fear, that stress. You're always nervous, even whether it's like apply for a job or go to a exam or whatever. Everything that is very important, you have that fear, because you acknowledge that there's something important here. I have to put all my attention. So that's what kind of like build the fear.
So the fight you had with Ngannou, when you went in, when were you able to control your nerves? Was it the moment the fight started, or before you entered the octagon?
I don't know if I would say I control the nerves, because at first I didn't understand, and honestly at first I thought it was just me. I'm like, man, how can I be so big and feel fear and be afraid? Then with experience I realized, no, that's exactly how it works. And then I kind of like check around, then I realized everybody has that feeling, and that's what made you a champion. That's what makes you a fighter. You're fighting against something that you're fighting against yourself at first. You're fighting to overcome something, to surpass something. There's a challenge, which is your fear that you have to overcome. And then therefore I kind of like just accept it. Yes, I'm afraid. That means I'm ready. I'm aware that something not good is coming off my way. I'm in danger. So okay. I have to defend myself. I also trust my ability to defend myself, So those combined kind of like be like a upside for me. Because
you're saying maybe doctor's right, maybe this person's right, maybe that person's right, like I shouldn't fight. The people that were telling you maybe not to fight, or the people that were telling you to fight, when did you make the decision that you were going to fight? Was there ever a breaking point that you said, I'm not going to fight?
No.
Okay.
Because even the first day that the doctor gave me a report after the MRI, I think he was just expecting me to call out the fight. And I didn't want to do anything at that moment that I could have regret like 1 or 2 weeks after. And that was like 3 weeks out. So I decided like, okay, I'm keeping this, moving on and see what's happened. If 1 week or 2 weeks after, it doesn't get any better or get worse, I think I have no choice. But, I still think, there was a part of me who also believed that could be an advantage on me to be very, to feel that fear, to know that I'm not 100% of my capacity, and be very aware of a danger. And at the moment that I'm aware of that danger, and on my on capacity, I think I'm more thoughtful than when I'm like, oh, I'm good, let's go to war. I'm like, no, don't do that. You're not good. You have to think about it differently, to approach it differently. So
if you enjoyed this short clip, click over here to watch another short clip. And if you want to watch the entire episode, the entire podcast, click here.